Hello, my name is Tino Gomez, and I would like to welcome you to English 121 Online Fall 2019. I'm here to take us through a virtual tour of our course shell for the fall term. But first, I would like to begin by introducing myself, letting you know a little bit about me. Again, my name is Tino Gomez. I am a full-time faculty member on the FRCC Westminster campus. I've been there for just over 10 years. In the English department. I was formerly a department chair there for 5 years. I am currently the creative writing lead. I'm also the faculty sponsor of the Writing Club and co-editor of Howl, the literary magazine there at the Westminster campus. And I'm also director of the Writing Across the Curriculum program. Um, as I mentioned, I'd like to take you through a virtual tour of our course shell. And as you can see here, we are on the home page of our course shell. And I'd like to start in a very important place where I'd like all of you to begin when I release new material for the week and to check in throughout the week. And this place is our announcement board. So you can see here that in our first announcement, which has a number of live links to get us started for week one, I welcome you and I also provide some important information regarding what's to come for week one. So, very important place to start. As you can see, as I mentioned, there's a number of live links here, and this will help us get started, go right directly into what we have to do in this case for week one. So I'm going to encourage all of you to start there at the announcement board because once we start there, that's going to give us more information on where to go from there for the particular week in which we are focusing on during the 15-week term. Another important place to be familiar with is this toolbar. You'll notice here there's a number of tabs: course materials, activities, progress, FRCC resources, tech support, and course admin. All of these are live links, but you will more than likely use the first three: course materials, activities, and progress. So if we take a look at course materials and we go to content, it's going to take us to a number of options for us. So you'll notice here right away there's a table of contents on the left-hand side here, as well as a Start Here course syllabus. And Start Here means exactly that. We're going to go ahead and start there. And you'll notice as we get deeper into week one, this is going to be very important information. So what we start with is, and hopefully you'll be interested in this, is instructor information. And this basically, these are all live links. Basically, this will give you some more information about me, your instructor. And you're going to see a very attractive dog right away. This is Parson, my dog, and then a little picture of me. And then if you scroll down, you'll see some details about me, short paragraphs, my philosophy of teaching, how to contact me, etc. So I would ask that you take a minute or two and read that because we're going to be working together. I'm certainly going to learn much about you via your writing. So it's important that I obviously reciprocate that courtesy and share a little bit about myself. And then obviously you're going to learn more about me as we continue through the term. So if we go back, you'll also notice there's some other tabs in that Start Here section. Yeah, so here we have the course syllabus, and again, it's a live link. I'll let you go ahead and click on that and open it up. And we actually have our first quiz is a syllabus quiz. So it will require you to review this syllabus, become familiar with it, and then go ahead and take and submit the 10-question quiz, which is a part of the week one assignment. And then we also have some information about our textbook, which I will update you on as we get more information about that. So I also have that link there as well. So that's the Start Here tab. You'll notice we have some other helpful resources, assignment guidelines we'll get into as the weeks progress in class. And then you'll notice there are tabs for each of the weeks. Right now, I just have week 1 and 2 posted. Obviously, this is a 15-week term, so we have much more than just 2 weeks, but right now that's just plenty of work for us. So if we click on week 1 introductions, you'll notice there's a little bit of information, talks a little bit about week 1, what is our week's objective, and then if we scroll down, you'll notice we have some live links in order. First, always is the checklist. You'll notice there's some introductory material, and if we click on that, it'll actually open up the checklist, which I'll show you in a bit here. And then we have the actual assignments, activities for the week. For week 1, we have an introductions discussion where we will post some introductions. So this will be a way in which I will learn more about you. My introduction is actually posted, so you'll get to learn a little bit more about me. So I'm actually participating in this first discussion topic with you, the introduction discussion topic. And then, as I mentioned, the second item for week 1 is the syllabus quiz, which again, you will have to review the syllabus in the Getting Started, Start Here tab. Review that live link of the syllabus that contains the syllabus, and then we can go ahead and complete and submit the quiz. And essentially, this is what the week work looks like. So this is week 1, as I mentioned, and then I always have the dates here at the top. Week 1 is August 19th to the 23rd, so you can expect to see a similar structure when we get into the weeks. The next tab I'd like to show you after course materials is activities. And I mentioned checklist before, but there's actually a tab in activities that focuses just on the checklist. So you can see here's a list of the checklist. These are live as well. You can open up week 1 checklist, and it does correspond with the week 1 tab with the discussion and the quiz that I just showed you. And you'll notice after the introduction for the week 1 checklist, you literally have a checklist of materials in which we need to complete in order. All of these are strategically placed in a progression so that I ask that you begin with the first item here. You can go ahead and click on that and open it up, and it'll give you more information about what that checklist item is. And essentially, it functions just like a checklist. So after we complete an item, we can go ahead and check the box and then move on to the next so that we know in order what we've completed and what we still need to complete by the due dates. And the due dates are always included in the week tabs. You'll notice in week 1, there were due dates near the actual assignments. So that's pretty much how that works. But again, the checklist can also be found under course materials within the week work. And then finally, the progress tab is where we can access our grades. And part of my job, and I take it very seriously, is to make sure that grades are updated in the grade book. So I think it's very important, and I'm sure you do too, I think it's very important that we know how we are progressing throughout the term. Essentially, we do have a grade book started. Obviously, it's pretty bare right now because we don't have any grades posted yet. But as soon as we get into week 1, there will be grades in there. So again, those are the 3 toolbar tabs more than likely we'll be using the most. The course materials, the activities, and the progress. So if we go back to content, we'll go back to week 1, and you'll notice again, I mentioned it, but you'll notice when things begin. Here are those due dates I mentioned, as well as when things are due. I always release stuff on course materials on Fridays of the previous week. So for the first week of the course on that Friday, I will release the material for week 2. And I do that so you have some time over the weekend to do that, and get started early if you can, which I recommend. But it also has due dates as well. So I will ask you to keep track of that because obviously due dates are of importance. We also have, if I have not mentioned, helpful resources and assignment guidelines as well. We will get into that more as we progress. And then finally, I'll take us full circle back to, if we click on the title of the course, back to our homepage of the course and back to our announcement. So we've just come full circle. We're ending where we began. And I'm just going to go ahead and end here and close by thanking all of you for going on this journey for the term. I come back to teaching, been teaching now for 20 years because I learned something new every semester. So not only do I anticipate, I will be engaging students with new material to learn, but I also anticipate I will be learning as well. And we'll be learning through our writing, which is very exciting to me. I hope you are excited as well. I also want to say that if you ever have any questions, be sure to reach out, as I am always happy to answer questions either via email, via telephone, or face to face, as I am on campus throughout the week at the Westminster campus. So please, if you have any questions at all, do not hesitate to reach out. And I'm so glad that you are here, and I look forward to working together. Thank you so much, and I look forward to it.